Here we go. Okay, Ken, you're up. You're ready.
Well, so Derek, we kind of talked through a number of the different components of the campaign that Magic FM put together for you. We have our mobile blast. We have a couple of events. You have the commercials you're going to be running as people are in their car on their way to work and on their way home. There's one more component I want to talk to you about, and that's Stream Plus. And the easiest way to describe it is somebody jumps in their car on their way to work. They're listening to D-Rock in the morning. They get to work, leave their car, go into their office, and as soon as they sit down to open up their email, right before they do that, they tune into 989magicfm.com and click the Listen Live button. Here's a screenshot of where you can, where our listeners go once they're in their office. So they click that button, and then typically what they'll do is they'll go about their day, but they're listening to a live stream of the radio station that we are playing on Magic FM. So one thing we do with our advertisers and with the campaigns we put together is we build a component where you can not only reach our listeners on the terrestrial radio, but you're able to reach them as they're listening online. And there are a couple of key components that really help you engage that audience and interact with them in a way you can't do in other avenues. So what we think you should do for your Quit Smoking campaign is have a specific commercial that has the sound of somebody knocking on the inside of a glass. So it's almost as if your computer is talking to you. Capture some attention of the person who's sitting there in their office. So you have that sound, and then almost like a tunnel effect, you have the voice of your commercial that we're playing on Magic. You have them talking from the inside of their computer. And your message could be very similar, but then it says, now pull up the browser and click on this coupon or click on this link that you'll see, because we're going to sync a banner to that commercial. Every time it plays on the stream, your banner will pop up. And then we can send people straight to your Facebook page or straight to the website that we've been discussing. We are very excited to add this as a component to your package because in the radio world, we have a segment of our audience that, and then this is kind of radio lingo, we call P1 listeners. So these are the people that tune into the station every day. We're the #1 preset in their car. They come out to our events. They like to interact with the DJs. They're talking and discussing on Facebook. And so these are kind of our most valuable. There are the listeners that are engaging with us all the time. Well, we would consider our streaming audience those P1 listeners. So what you're getting, the schedule we had been talking about brings you to a 4.5 frequency with our listener every week. What you get with the streaming is that only boosts and increases that frequency. And it comes at a very minimal cost. So to reach our some of our most valuable listeners and increase your frequency, we're only increasing this package by 5%.
So
do you have any questions?
Well, some of the stations in the market have bonus in the past streaming for the Department of Health.
We look at the size of our audience that we have online. Mobile apps are growing, and online is getting very popular. We have over 10,000 listeners that are tuning in every single week on magicfm.com. And so that's a very strong audience, and they're very loyal. They're tuning in every day or a couple times a week, and so that's definitely, you get what you pay for, and so this is a piece of our audience that we're very excited to include in the package. And again, it's only a few dollars per commercial, and it increases your frequency and awareness. So you're not just reaching the morning drive folks, you're not just reaching the online folks, you're really surrounding the entire audience by being a part of our events, doing our mobile, reaching our stream, and also running your commercial schedule.
How much of the package, or what's the cost on mobile with texting and